Today we'll be talking about the best books for sports science and fitness to read during the quarantine, and maybe a few journal articles too if you're into that kind of thing.
I'm sinking faster, yeah. I'm sinking faster into the deep. Never knew how broken I was until I met you.
So, welcome to the Quarantine Chronicles. We're today detailing 13, because it's a very lucky number, 13 different books you can read during the quarantine to keep calm and carry on. The first book we're going to talk about, The Talent Lab by Owen et al. Also features the preface by Adam Peaty, who is a Great Britain swimmer. And this really details about sport development and how to get medals. And this was taken before Rio 2016. So it was looking at the success of the Great Britain team during 2012 and how they could improve it. This book in particular, I will be doing a full in-depth review of. And talking about motivating and sport, if you're the kind of person who wants to have good sport motivational quotes and that they are in context and relevance, then I recommend Atabang Essien Amuwe, or Essien to his mates, book Show Yourself. And this is a great book looking at how to motivate oneself if they're already an elite athlete. Quotes he has written himself or made up to help with motivation. Now, if you want something that is loosely related to sports science and fitness and sport in general, I recommend then David Epstein's The Range and Peak Performance by Stallberg and Magnusson. David Epstein has done TED Talks relating to his book, his way of thinking about sports science and sport in general, and how to generate performance, which can then be applied onto the wider environment, which is what he tries to do with The Range.
The Olympic motto is Citius, Altius, Fortius. Faster, higher, stronger. And athletes have fulfilled that motto rapidly.
Magnusson and Stallberg looks at how you can improve yourself within a structure, but other than that they're very similar books. Magnusson and Stallberg is a audible book, so you listen to it rather than actually reading to it, but that's probably the best one, good narrator in it as well. In terms of sports psych, I would firstly recommend Sports Psychology, A Complete Introduction. This is for newbies and beginners to help understand the key philosophies and principles behind sports psychology. And Gonzalez's The Art of Mental Training pretty much states what it is how to train you to be mentally tough. In terms of athletes and the parents of athletes, The Champion's Mind is a great way of helping you with your own mental techniques to improve your own performance. In terms of physiology, Brad Schoenfeld, one of the legends within sports science and one of the biggest guys really in sports science field on social media, his book about the science of developing muscle for hypertrophy or hypertrophy, depending on how you like to pronounce it. Great guy for anyone looking to build muscle, big muscle, and also build lean muscle. On top of that, there's also Sally Sims' Raw, or shall I say Raw, how to match your food and fitness to your unique female physiology for optimum performance, great health, and a strong lean body for life. Or we will just stick to Raw. Yeah.
Feel empowered by her, showing her strength, her speed, her skill, talking back, which I wasn't allowed to do. And I really felt empowered by these women because they did not stop when they were told to. They wouldn't take no for an answer. So I grew up with the ideal that women could do what they wanted to do as long as they had the drive for it.
Now, there are some massive caveats. Yes, Sally Sims is a PhD, but you've also got to take into account that she's also a self-confirmed biohacker, and these biohackers have really strange views on how to hack their physiology to get greater optimum performance from it, whether that's in life, whether that's in sport itself. Not everything biohacking wise is sound sports science. Quite a lot of it is bro science. Also, the basic principles involving getting leaner, getting stronger, is the same in both men and women. So if you're looking from this from a basics point of view, do not buy this book. However, if you're looking to it to gain optimal performance, marginal gains, then the book for females, for instance, may be useful to you, especially learning about training around menstrual cycles and things like that. You're now a little bit tired from reading all those books, and you need to recover not only from sport but from coronavirus itself and the effects on the lockdown. Well, Christine Aschwarden's book Good to Go focuses on an area of fitness that often doesn't get much attention, and that is recovery, because recovery is important for growing strong, lean muscles and reaching optimum performance in your sport. In terms of fitness, are you a gym newbie or beginner? Well, Papa Swoley of Swolenormous has you covered with his 7 principles or 7 pillars of fitness.
For you to organize your fitness, your food and nutrition, and your mind. Because there's much more to fitness, there's much more to health, there's much more to life than just going and lifting the weights. There's many different components of fitness, and it's very important that you cover all of them, otherwise you're not going to get any results.
Luckily enough, this is also a free resource unlike the rest of them, which you can download from his YouTube channel. Now, in terms of fitness, you might want to lose a bit of weight over this quarantine period. Maybe you're overweight or obese, but you don't want someone putting their arm around your shoulder. You want someone to tell you to your face exactly how it is. Well, this guy utilizes strong profanity in F-bombs that are being carpet bombed over the book pages in his book, but Fuck Being Fat by Alan Roberts may be your cup of tea. That's weird. Where did that bleep come from? If running is your thing, well, you've not really been covered this year. However, there has been an amazing story by Catra Corbin and her book called Reborn on the Run, which is like a biography of how she's gone from addiction to ultra marathons. So might be worth a read. It's definitely an audiobook as well, as far as I know, so you can listen to it literally while running. Now, in scientific literature, if you don't mind being bored to sleep, that's of course if you're not bored already and have switched off. Applying error determination theory continuum to unhealthy eating consequences of well-being and behavioral factors. Muscle tissue in healthy humans exhibit day-night rhythms in terms of lipid consumption. So that's quite interesting. Basically, when you sleep and depending when you're awake, your lipid consumption within the muscles themselves change, which is why, and this is very topical, why in times like these you can't walk or run in groups. And this is talking about COVID-19 and its spread, and a couple of scientists from Belgium have mapped it out in terms of runners running around, and it's spread across the environment around them. So if you like this kind of viral environment. So guys, if you're not falling asleep, it'd be really good if you could smash that bell, subscribe, and if you're into this kind of thing, I might do something a little bit different. This is the Quarantine Chronicles.